I am Jen Berger with the American Parkinson's Disease Association here in St. Louis, and I'm so glad that you are here. You showed up to a level 2 strength and cardio class today. You do need a chair. If I remember correctly, we are doing a couple exercises in the chair. Make sure you have weights. I used to say it way back in the past, but if you don't have weights, and we were doing all these classes online, go ahead and raid your pantry cabinet. Grab yourself some soup cans or green bean cans, something like that, water bottles. You can use those as weight. We're going to be here about 50 minutes. That includes about a 5 or 6 minute warm up, and then we'll cool it down at the end. We are happy that you are here. I got a full house in our room. So with no further ado, we're going to go ahead and get this party started. Let's start with 2 deep breaths. That's where we go in through that nose, exhale it out through that mouth, all the way up. Nice big stretch. And then a nice big exhale out through that mouth. Oop, I got somebody's hand. Rex, I think I got your hand. And in through that nose, all the way up. And then exhale it out. It probably won't be any big deal from here on out. You're fine. Stay where you are. I think you're fine. Just with those stretches. Let's roll those shoulders back. I just won't have you do anything putting your hands over your head. No stretching for you. Big shoulder circles back. Squeezing those shoulder blades, opening up those chests. Rounding it back. My friend Bill, our friend Bill here, has deemed September good posture month. So rolling those shoulders back and opening up those chests are going to really work on that posture. Let's shake out those arms. You can go ahead and give me some wrist rotations here. And then we'll make those arms nice and long by your side. And we'll take that head now and we'll turn that head from side to side. We'll just warm up all those body parts from our head to our toes with each rotation of this head and neck. Get a little bit further into it. Help combat some of that stiffness and soreness. Now we'll come back to center. I want you to look down and bring that chin to your chest. And then we'll take it all the way back and look to the sky. And then chin to your chest. And all the way back. We'll come back to center. Let's warm up those shoulders a little bit more with some big arm swings all the way forward, all the way back. I know I sound like a broken record with that, but sometimes if we don't think about it, those arms stop right here. Let's get that back swing in as well as that front swing. That's funny. The Cicadas reunion tour, I like that. Big arm swings all the way forward, all the way back. Now we're going to cross them in front of us. We're just going to scissor arms right out in front of us. Again, just warming up those shoulders. We got a lot of arms today. We're going to do 3 sets of exercises. We got some balance. We got some arms, some legs, some core. We're going to be up and down with those weights. Go ahead and shake out those arms for me and go ahead and put those hands on those hips. We're going to go ahead and twist through that belly button. Now warming up the center of that body as we just twist and look over that shoulder behind us. So with each rotation, get a little bit further into it. This looks different than that head and neck rotation, right? Because we're twisting through that belly button from side to side. So if you don't feel your whole body moving, think about doing the twist, right? Through the center of that body. Speaking of twist, I will put some music on in here in just a second. Here we go. 2 and 1, and then we'll come back to center. Let's keep the hands on those hips and just start driving those knees up. Start warming up the center of that body as we take those arms out of it and just drive those knees up. Starts warming up the center of that body. Like I said, each set will include a core exercise, so we want to make sure those ab muscles are nice and warmed up. Cindy, will you put that under your chair? Just roll that other weight under your chair. That way you just don't step on it when you go back. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Thank you. All right, now let's press those arms up overhead as we drive those knees up. That's perfect, Cindy. Do you have enough room? You have enough room? Okay. See if you do it. Raise them up again. Oh, yep, there it is. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Hands on those hips. Let's start driving those heels in. Digging those heels right here. Straight legs as we dig those heels in. And now we'll push those arms out. So we'll press them out just like that. Push, push, long arms. Push, push, dig those heels in, push and heel, push and heel, push and heel. You got it. Dig those heels. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then let's just take it for a little bit of a march. I'll get some music going for us. Just march it out. We got about 60 seconds here. I just want to make sure that those bodies are nice and warmed up. We're just going to march it out. Let's see. Where should we go here? Keep marching. Keep marching. I'll get some music on here in a second. I do take requests. What you looking for? Ooh, 50s. All right. You were the first one to speak up, Bill. That's what we got. All right, you guys got about 15 more seconds here. Those of you at home, you keep moving around. Here we go. Everybody said 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. All right, this is what it's going to look like here. I got 5 exercises that we're going to do. The first one is going to incorporate weights. It's going to be an arm exercise. The second exercise, we're going to do a little bit of boxing without weights. Our third exercise is going to be our core exercise. Our fourth one, our fourth one is going to be our legs, and then our fifth one is going to be our balance. You don't need to remember any of that, but that's what we're doing, all right? So when we get to our arms, we're going to count it out. I'm a horrible counter, so you're going to have to help me. Bill's a good counter. He'll keep us on track. So when you're ready, go ahead and grab those weights. All right, let me tell you what this is going to look like. We got 16 is our magic number. Bicep curl to a lat squeeze. We're going to take it up into that full bicep curl. We're going to take it halfway down. We're going to keep those elbows tucked in that side, and we're going to squeeze those shoulder blades. We're going to come back to center and then make it a full extension. All right? Ooh, I'm going with 12. 16 sounds like a lot. We're going with 12. You ready? Let's go. Curl it up. Halfway down. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Back to center. Full extension. That was 1. Curl it up. Halfway down. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Center. 2. Curl it up. Halfway down. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Back to center. 3. Curl it up. Halfway down. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Back to center. 4. Curl it up. Halfway down. Squeeze. Center. 5. Curl it up. Halfway down. Squeeze. Center. 6. 6 more. Let's go. Curl it up. Halfway down. Squeeze. Center. 7. Curl it up. Halfway down. Squeeze. Center. 8. Curl. Halfway down. Squeeze. Center. 9. Curl. Halfway down. Squeeze. Center. 10. 2 more. Curl it up. Halfway down. Squeeze. Center. And 11. Last one here. Curl it up. Halfway down. Squeeze. Center. And extend. Nice work. Set those weights on their chairs, or if you're seated, you can set them on the ground. Our second exercise is going to be a minute long. We're going 4 jabs, 2 kicks. Just a little taste of what we do in the kickboxing class. It's 4 alternating jabs to 2 kicks. So you guys can take this at whatever pace you want. You want to get your sweat on today, get that heart rate up. You can go ahead and take it a little bit faster. We got 4 jabs, 2 kicks. You ready? It's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, kick, kick, just like that. All right, we ready? I can move too, Linda. You all right? All right, set those weights down. We don't need them. Arms up. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, kick, kick. 1, 2, 3, 4, kick. Those punches go straight out. 1, 2, 3, 4, kick, kick. Working that balance a little bit. 2, 3, 4, kick, kick. 1, 2, 3, 4, kick, kick. Stick with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, kick, kick. 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 2 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, kick. Last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, kick and kick. Great work. That's just a little fun to get that heart rate up. So that'll be our second exercise. Our third exercise is actually going to be our core exercise. We're going to actually do pull down crunches. So seated and standing looks the same. We're going to start with those arms up-ish, Rex, up, and then we're going to take it and we're going to meet it in the middle with that knee raise. So it's like we're crunching something in the middle, bringing those elbows to our knees. We're going to go for 24 of these. All right, so seated or standing looks the same. We're going to start with those arms up, meet those knees in the middle. Let's go. 1, up, 2, tall, 3, 4, up, 5, meet in the middle, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, up, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, come on, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Great work. That was exercise number 3. Exercise number 4 will be our leg exercise. If you're seated, we'll do weighted knee raises, so you can grab those weights and set them on your legs. The rest of you have your choice. We're going to do squats. You can do weighted squats or squats without weights. So if you want a little added resistance, you can take those weights and hold them on either side of our body and squat here. Modification would be, modification would be, thank God that's water, is just squats without weights. All right? Same thing. All right? We're going to go for a minute. We don't even have to count them. A minute of them. All right? I'll do mine without weights. If you want weights, you can hold them in those hands. Weighted knee raises for you fellas seated. All right, we ready? Here we go. 1 minute of work. Let's go. Squat and up. Remember, after coming up out of that squat position, you're going to get nice and tall. We're going to sit back into it and come nice and tall. Sitting like you're sitting into a chair and then coming right up. Working on that posture as we open up those chests and come straight up. Again, those of you at home, if you're looking, keep going. If you're looking to add that weight, you would just hold that weight on either side of that body and squat this way. We're already halfway done, 30 seconds in, 30 seconds to go. You know, I like to do everything 2 times, so we'll get back to this one more time. I feel like our first round of it is always a little bit of a practice. 20 seconds left here. Merle brings up a good point. Don't mean to point you out, Merle, but you can always start with those weights. Always start harder. You can always modify. All right, let's go. 3, 2, and 1. Great work. Last exercise of each set before we go back and repeat is going to be our balance exercise. So if you like to have that chair as a little bit of support, you can move to the back of it. Those of you at home, if you want that chair, you can use it as a little bit of a support. We're going to do single leg stands. It'll look the same seated or standing. That's just where we raise one leg and then we lift the opposite arm and we hold. It's only 30 seconds on each side. All right. I'm not going to make you do this for longer than 30 seconds. All right. Use that chair as a guide and not a crutch, right? We just want to keep it, use it to keep ourselves safe, but not use it to bear all that weight. All right. So when you're ready, we're going to raise one leg. We're going to raise that opposite arm and we hold right here. 30 seconds of work. The idea would be to really challenge that balance to hold us as tight as we can. Higher that leg is, the more challenging. Straighter that arm is, the more challenging. Use that chair for stability if you need it. Great homework assignment, friends. You can be doing this at home. You got kitchen counters and bathroom sinks, right? 10 seconds left, and then we'll switch to the other side. for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Anybody here try to brush their teeth on one leg? All right, that's your challenge. That's your challenge. All right. Other side, we're going to raise that other leg now. Opposite arm raises to the sky. 30 seconds of work, and let's hold it right here. 30 seconds to get that knee up and that arm straight up overhead. Ten left. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Grab a drink if you need to. I'm going to take that from the top. We're going to go back to that first exercise we started with. Pop quiz. What was it? You guys know I give pop quizzes. What do you think? Bicep curl, right? Yep, bicep curl with that lat squeeze. So when you're ready and you've grabbed that drink, if you needed one, go ahead and grab those weights. We're going to start the same way we started the very beginning of class. So we'll go ahead and grab those weights. All right, we ready? We're going to go back to those bicep curls with those lat squeezes for 12. So those arms start nice and long by your side. Shoulders are back. Let's face those palms out for those curls. You ready? Let's go. Curl it up. Halfway down. Squeeze those shoulder blades with those elbows in. Come back to center and full extension. Curl it up. Halfway down. Squeeze. Center. 2. Curl it up. Halfway down. Squeeze. Center. 3. Curl it up. Halfway down. Squeeze. Center. 4. Curl. Half. Squeeze. Center. 5. Curl. Halfway down. Squeeze. Center. 6. 6 more. Curl it up. Halfway down. Squeeze. Center. 7. Y'all look good. Curl it up. Halfway down. Squeeze. Center. 8. Curl it up. Halfway down. Squeeze. Center. 9. 3 more. Curl it up. Halfway down. Squeeze. Center. I have no idea how many was that. 10. Squeeze. Center just like that. I can lose it. That's 11. Curl it up. Halfway down. Squeeze. Center. 11. Oh, that's it? That was 12? Whoa, I just totally lost. I was daydreaming for that last 2 reps. Go ahead and grab those down. Yeah? What? Oh. Then I'm going to have to put somebody else in charge. Set down those weights. Carl said if I get lost, we're going to have to start all over. All right. I'm like real good. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, oh, did I turn off the coffee machine? And then I lose it. What? Yes. I just it's too easy. I just drift off. We're going to go into those, what was it? 4 jabs, 2 kicks. 4 jabs, 2 kicks. 1 minute of work. Big, strong jabs out in front into 2 kicks. All right? 1 minute of work. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, kick, kick. 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 1, 2, 3, 4, kick. Let's make straight arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, kick, kick. Halfway. Kick, kick. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, kick, kick. Keep working. 1, 2, 3, 4, kick. 15 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, kick, kick. 1, 2, 3, 4, kick, kick. 2 more. Kick. Last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, kick, and kick. We worked our arms. We got the heart rate up just a little bit. Now we're going to work the center of that body with those pull downs. It's where we start with those arms up and we crunch in the middle, meeting that knee as if we're crunching those. It is a crunch, crunching those ab muscles, but kind of squeezing something between those knees and those elbows. 24 was our magic number first round. We'll stick with that. Those arms start up and we'll squeeze it down for 24. You ready? Let's go. 1, up, 2, and 3, up, 4, arms straight up if you can get them. 6, 7, 8, except for Rex, 9, 10, 11, 12. Come on, big crunch. 14, 15, 16, going to 24, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. Great work. We got 2 exercises left. 4th exercise was our leg exercise. So if you were seated, you were putting those weights right above those legs for those weighted knee raises. If you're standing, you can choose to use your weights or without your weights, but we're going into a set of squats. All right. Grab those weights if you want them. Otherwise, you can put those weights on those legs. We got 1 minute of squats. Shoulders are back. Tummies are tight. It's like we're sitting back into that chair for 60. You ready? Let's go. All the way back and up. All the way back and up. Sitting back into it like you're sitting into that chair. Coming up out of it into a nice, strong posture. Weighted knee raises for my seated friends. It's a full 60 seconds, but we're not coming back to it. Over halfway right here. Remember, we're sitting back into it, keeping the weight in the back half of our body, just like we'd be sitting into a chair. We're down to our last 15 seconds here. Let's go 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Great work. Set that weight either on that chair or underneath that chair. Our last exercise, if you need to move to the back of that chair, was our balance exercise. That's 1 leg up, opposite arm up. It's only 30 seconds. Seated or standing looks exactly the same. All right, when you're ready, we're going to raise 1 leg. I'm going to challenge you to get that other arm as straight as you can up overhead. And we're going to hold right here, 30 seconds. Everybody looks good. We're not coming back to these, so we're down to our last 15 seconds on this side. Stick with me. Less than 10 to go. You look good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. That the leg goes up, the opposite arm. We'll get a 60-second break on the other side of this. All right, we ready? Leg up, opposite arm raises, 30 seconds. Let's go. Hold it right here. I'll tell you when we get to halfway. We're almost there. I'm loving the way you guys are challenging yourself on this. We're over halfway. Last 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Grab a drink if you need to. We're on to our second set of exercises. All right, those of you at home, grab a drink if you need to. All right, guys, take your time. Take your time. I'm just going to tell you where we're going. We're going to stick with 12 on those arms. We're going to do a combo again. We did those bicep curls and those lat squeezes for our first round. We're going to use rows and tricep kickbacks for our next exercise. So let me show you what that looks like. Again, we're going to stick with 12. We'll keep it nice and slow. We're going to put those weights in those hands. Those feet are hip width apart. We're going to hinge forward at that waist just to give us a little increased range of motion on that row. And it's just going to look like this. We're going to row leading with those elbows. We're going to come down and take it to a tricep kickback. So it's a row leading with those elbows, down, kick it back, center, just like that for 12. All right? All right, take a deep breath, and let's go. Row, down, kick it back, center. Row, down, back, center for 2. Row, down, back, 3. Row, down, back, 4. Row, down, back, 5. Lead with those elbows. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Back, 6. Row, down, back, 7. Row, down, back, 8. Row, down, back, 9. Row, down, back, 10. Row, down, back, 11. Row, down, back, and 12. Great work. We'll get back to that one more time. You can set those weights down. Our second exercise was our cardio exercise, and we're just going to use some more boxing just to get that heart rate up. We're going to go into 4 uppercuts to 2 jumping jacks. So our uppercuts are just those strong, big uppercuts here. We'll go for 4 here, and then we'll take it into 2 jacks. Now, your jacks can be here, or they can be modified here. It's just a minute. 4 uppercuts to 2 jumping jacks. All right, we ready? All right, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jack, jack. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jack, jack. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jack, jack. Big arms and legs. 2, 3, 4. Jack, jack. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jack, jack. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jack, jack. Stick with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jack, jack. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jack, jack. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jack. 2 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jack. Last one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jack and jack. Great work. Making you think a little bit too. 4th exercise in this set is our core exercise. It's going to look exactly the same whether you're seated or standing, and I'm actually going to give you a choice as to what you want to do. We're going to do standing or seated bicycle crunches. So if you're standing, you're tickling those earlobes with those fingertips, coming across that body to meet that elbow to that opposite knee. Bill, can you show me what that looks like seated? If you want to go seated, it's the same exercise, but you're seated. Your choice. Doesn't make me any difference. All right, we're going to do it for a minute. We don't even have to count. That's the good news. Then we'll be on our balance exercise. So we're tickling those earlobes, coming across that body to meet that elbow. At least aim for that knee. I don't need you to touch it necessarily. I want you to twist through that belly button. You ready? And let's go right here. Elbow to knee. Elbow to knee. You can still stand up nice and tall. We're just twisting through that belly button. If your balance is a little off today, don't take that knee quite as high. Looks the same seated or standing, just twisting through that belly button. It is a full minute, so take a break if you need it. I'll tell you when we're halfway through. Over halfway here. Stick with me. Great news is we only have to do this exercise one more time. 15 seconds left. Stick with me. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great work. Go ahead and shake it out. All right. Final exercise in this set before we repeat it is our balance exercise. Single leg stand is a great way for us to practice balance. Another great way to do it is with our heel toe stands, where we take one heel in front of that toe and we just hold it. All right? Those of you that have worked out with me before, what are ways that we can make this more challenging if it's too easy for you? You could turn your head, or you could close your eyes. You can turn that head from side to side, or you could close your eyes. You also have the back of your chair, just like we did with those single leg stands if you need it for added stability. We'll do 30 seconds with one foot in front and 30 seconds with the other foot in front. Those of you seated, if you guys want to go back to those single leg stands, you can do that again too. All right, you're probably not going to get as much out of a heel toe stand, so if you want to go back to those single leg stands, you can. All right, are we ready? All right, one foot in front of that heel, or one heel in front of that toe, and let's hold right here. You can always take that head and turn it from side to side. Sometimes just standing there is challenging enough. Get that heel right in front of that toe. If you're seated, pull that one knee up. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Now all we're going to do is put that other foot in front. Now that other foot in front, if you were doing that single leg stand, that other knee comes up. That heel goes right in front of that toe. Pull those shoulders back. 30 seconds. Let's hold. We're holding it right here. We're already down to our last 10 seconds. Then we're going to take it. Look like a tightrope walker there, Mr. Carl. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, shake it out and grab a drink. All we got to do is make it through those exercises one more time. I know I originally said we had 3 sets, but I don't do it very often, but I lied. Yeah, those legs. Yeah. Carl was saying that those balance muscles also work those hip muscles. Those balance exercises also work those hip muscles as we stabilize. All right, we ready? We got to get through those 5 exercises one more time. So when you're ready, go ahead and grab those weights. What did we do with those weights? Row to kickback, right? Row to kickback. So we went row. Now, what I'm seeing with some of you on that row is this. Those elbows lead first. Those elbows come up, squeezing those shoulder blades back to center. And then we're kicking it back, working those triceps, which are the upper back part of that arm. All right. 12 is our magic number. Hinging forward at that waist. Let's go. Row, center, back, row, center, back, 2, row, center, back, 3, row, center, back, 4, row, center, back, 5, row, center, back, 6, row, center, back, 7, row, center, back, 8, row, center, back, 9, row, center, back, 10, row, center, back, 11, last one, row, center, back, and 12. Nice work. Let's go ahead and set those weights down. Oh, man. We didn't do a leg exercise. I skipped right over that. All right. Let's do it now, and then I'll bring it back at the end so we can still get 2 rounds of it in. All right, we're gonna go ahead and do calf raises instead of squats. We're doing calf raises. It's a small range of motion. If you wanna hold your weights, it gives you a little bit of added resistance. We're gonna come up on those tiptoes, squeezing through the back of those legs, and then coming right back down. Those of you seated can put those weights on those knees and then go ahead and come up on those tiptoes. Now, when you're seated, you really gotta think about squeezing up through the back of those legs. All right, so we got a full 60 seconds of these up on those tiptoes, squeezing all the way up to those bums, and then coming right back down. 60 seconds of work. If you want to hold those weights for a little added resistance, you can. 60 seconds. Let's go all the way up and down. Now, you got to think about these, friends. I can't do it for you. You need to think about squeezing up all the way through the back of those legs, tightening those tushes all the way up. Thinking about that back side of those legs. Again, all those weights do is just give you a little added weight. Sorry, I skipped these on the first round. Getting so excited. Halfway, 30 in, 30 to go. Coming up on those tiptoes and right back down. Up on those tiptoes and back down. 15 seconds left here. Let's go 2 more. Let's go up and down. Last one here. Up on those tiptoes and back down. Nice work. Set those weights down. Sorry again, I skipped those. We had already covered our balance for this second set. So we're going to go ahead and do either those seated or standing bicycle crunches. This will be our final core exercise, 60 seconds of work. Tickling those earlobes, coming across that body, meeting that elbow to that opposite knee. All right. Make sure I see that we're not pulling on that neck. That's why I ask you to tickle those earlobes. So we don't put any more stress on that neck. 60 seconds of work. We ready? Let's go right here, all the way up. Twisting through that belly button. This looks different than those standing or seated crunches because we're actually twisting through that waist. Putting that, aiming that opposite elbow to, or that elbow to that opposite knee. If you're standing and your balance is a little wonky today, just don't take that knee quite as high. Stay a little closer to that ground. Already halfway. For 3, 2, and 1. Great work. So all we have left are 2 exercises, I believe. I think we have our boxing because I kind of threw those legs in there. So we're going to go 4 uppercuts, 2 jacks for 1 minute. And I think we'll finish with those calf raises. And then I think we will have covered all of those exercises twice. All right, so when you're ready, we're going to go to those 4 uppercuts to 2 jacks. Those were those strong uppercuts here into those 2 jacks. And then we'll do those calf raises 1 more time. All right, we ready? 4 uppercuts, 2 jacks, 60 seconds of work. Let's go right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, jack, jack. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, jack, jack. 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 1, 2, 3, 4, jack. Over halfway. 1, 2, 3, 4, jack, jack. 1, 2, 3, 4, jack, jack. 1, 2, 3, 4, jack, jack. 1, 2, 3, 4, jack. 2 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, jack. Last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, jack, and jack. And because I screwed up, we're going to go ahead and do those calf raises 1 more time. So if you had those weights in those hands for those calf raises, you can go ahead and grab them. Otherwise, you can do them without. We're just coming up on those tiptoes, squeezing through the back of those legs, and then coming up. This is our last 60 seconds of work before we have a seat and stretch it out. Shoulders back, tummy's tight, weights in hand if you want them, and let's go. Up on those tiptoes and right back down. Squeezing up through the back of those legs and then right down. Slower the better on these, folks. Control it up, control it down. Again, modification would be just to take it out. You can also move to the back. We take the weights out. You can also move to the back of your chair if you need a little added stability. "30 in, 30 to go." This is it, friends. We are sitting down and stretching it out after this. Well, Elvis Presley to bring us home. 15 seconds. Let's go. All the way up, all the way down. Just working different muscles in those legs. Up on those tiptoes and down. 2 more. I almost fell forward. Up and down. Last one. Up and down. Great work. Great work. Go ahead and set those weights underneath your chair. You can have a seat. Grab a drink. We're going to go ahead and take the remainder of our time here to stretch it out. Those of you at home, you can always stretch out on the ground if you want, or if you have a nice sturdy chair to stretch out in, you can do that. Oh, good gracious. Oh, what the heck? And of course, I know, but this could. It's fine. It's only water. You're right. I've only spilled it twice. There's more where that came from. All right. What do you think? We're done. We are done. Thank you, Bill. What'd you say? Yeah, seriously. Seriously, that's fair. That's fair. Well, it depends. Because typically Michelle teaches this class. So, today or in Thursday in general? Today, high five. That means I did my job, Cindy. Oh. Coming to class on Tuesday. Watch out. You know, Cindy, I think that brings up a good point. I think that is, those of you at home, somebody in the room just asked about, she seemed like maybe today was a little more challenging than our Tuesday workouts. It might be that it is. It might be that I just picked a more challenging workout. Could be that you're just a little bit more tired. Could be you felt a little stronger on Tuesday. Probably a lot of factors. But the great part about it is that they're all different. My workouts are different. I mean, we do a lot of the same exercises, but my workouts are always different. Michelle's are different. Craig's are different, you know, so that's why it's nice to do a mixture of a lot of different ones, just because. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. And all of our instructors are amazing. So, all right, we ready? Let's go ahead and stretch it out. Let's start at the top. Let's start at the top today. Let's go ahead and take those fingertips to the other side of the head. So if you're on the right side of the head, I want you to pull down towards that arm that's up. So if your left arm is up, you're pulling to the left side. If your right arm is up, you're pulling to the right side. Just a gentle stretch in the side of that neck. Make sure we're sitting up nice and tall. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. So we'll put those fingertips on the other side of that head and gently pull down towards that arm that's up. It's also the end of the week, Cindy. You know, sometimes the end of the week. You start yours Sunday morning, so you got a lot going on for the week. It's a great class, 8 o'clock in the morning on Sundays, Chesterfield Park. Come back to center. It's a great class, great group of people too. Big head and neck rotations right here. If you are interested, talk to Cindy after class. And let's switch directions. And come back to center. Roll those shoulders back for me a couple times, opening up that chest for 3, 2, And 1. Let's go ahead and clasp those fingers in front of us. Show me those palms and reach up and over. Once you get up top, you can take it to one side, get a little deeper stretch in that one arm. Come back to center and pull on the other arm, nice and gently, of course. We'll come back up, face those palms forward, and then go ahead and relax those arms down. Take the outside of the leg or the arm of that chair. Let's twist through that belly button to get a nice big stretch through that torso. Looking over your shoulder is going to get you a little bit further into that movement. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. Outside of the arm of that chair, outside of that leg or the arm of that chair, turn that body that direction. Look over that shoulder behind you. And then come back to center. Let's finish off on that lower body. Extend one leg out, hinge forward with the same or opposite hand. Big reach, big stretch in the back of that leg that's straight out in front of you. And then we'll hug that leg in, rotate that ankle. And the last one here, because we plumb out of time. Extend that leg out, hinge forward, reach for that toe. And we'll hug that leg in and rotate that ankle to finish us off right here. And we'll set both of those feet on the ground. We'll finish the same way we started. 2 deep breaths as we reach up nice and high. And then a big exhale out through that mouth. And then the final one here, in through that nose. All the way up. Nice big breath in, big reach up top. And then a nice big exhale out through that mouth. Give yourself a round of applause or a pat on the back because you did the hard work. Those of you at home, have a great day.